Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Divine Psychic Medium here, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So welcome in everyone. Oh my gosh, so much sage is going on right now. Now I was just connecting with my spiritual team, right? Been finding out all of these things that have been going on, right? I've been having like glitches in my software, right? All these problems, all these things just messing up my electronic devices, right? And it's been following me even because I had to move, right? And just still all of these things, right? But I just launched some new software, so we're going to see how this one's going. So I know I've still been uploading some of my videos corrupted, and I got a couple shorts that I'm going to be doing, so anyways, like, just don't give up. That's the energy that I'm getting, right? Is, you know, right when you're about to go through a major change, a major transitional leveling up, a lot of the enemy and attacks and things like that are coming through. They're also letting me know about the Gemini new moon, a lot of spell work, things like that, or were sent out, right? I've been just feeling the chaotic energy in my environment, surroundings, everything. But remember, like, don't let that energy get you in that dark place, especially when you're about to get all these blessings, this abundance, these new beginnings, right? And even when you're aware, like, remember how I said the enemy will reveal what they've been doing to you as a form of psychic attack and spiritual warfare. Also will, you know, talk about heavy things, talk about the future. May appear that they're planning the future with you, but finding ways to plant those seeds of doubt to try to stop you from getting what it is you truly deserve and desire. Maddie, sit down. Sorry if you hear all my children in the background, but I wanted to get this reading. I was trying to do it this morning, right? And then I was not feeling very well along with everything else. I can't tell right now if this is a cold or if this is like spiritual ascension symptoms, as I've been going through massive third eye awakenings downloads, right? With this Gemini new moon. So a lot's going on. You know, you could be experiencing some of those things, right? But so the downloads that I was getting this morning, right, that's why I wanted to get these up, because it's like if I don't do these daily, then they're going to roll over and then it gets to be too much for me. So these are the energies of 6/11, right? So I woke up this morning about cosmic royalty. Somebody is very much cosmic royalty. The Lyrans work very closely with me, so I'm thinking very much Lyran royalty, right? Somebody is held in high degree. Okay, I got a spiritual inheritance is underway, so you could be noticing heightened psychic abilities, skills, right? And then a wealth transference, right? So wealth is getting ready to transfer, and this is an accumulation from past life, also from your ancestors. Like I said, for some of you, like, tests needed. Wow, I feel them coming through, right? So for a lot of you, like, you needed to go through initiations, you needed to go through tests, you needed to be prepared. For some of you, you've needed to cleanse your space, you've needed to show dedication, you've needed to make these changes, right? And then they were telling me about a handler and a protector. For some of you, you've had certain people that have been placed in your life kind of as like handlers and protectors. For a lot of you, like, you were put into isolation for your protection. So for a lot of you, like, if you've been in hermit energy and things like that, if you've been, you know, detoxing your friends, your family, your social circles, if you've been feeling to stay away from those things, like, I feel you already have, and you've learned that that was part of your tests. But if you're feeling guided to now going back and things like that, because now you've went through these integrations, for some of you, you're being called to do that, right? Because we are breaking the matrix here. So it's like, now that you've went through these integrations and you've went through crystalline DNA activations, you're protected. And it's like these same things that were blocking you and stopping you from these integrations, these activations, are no longer able to block you. So it's like now you're able to, you are fully protected to be able to go down your spiritual path, your journey, guiding others, leading others to the way and things like that. But they're bringing me back to this handler and protector. So for some of you, there's movements now. Okay, you could be getting new spiritual protection, and it could be in the physical as well. So you could be coming in alignment with new people, situations, right? But so you need to be very careful, though, using your intuition in these heightened skill sets and abilities that you now possess to be able to really read people. For a lot of you, you're going to be able to see through people like glass, right? you're just going to know, because not everybody is meant to be benefactors of your inheritance, right? And for some of you, it's like all of a sudden, like the floodgates are just going to be open to you to be able for this transfer of wealth to come through. And wealth is more than just monetary and money. For some of you, literally, like I got a lotto winning today, actually. This is something fun I was going to do too. So amongst my hermit, my journey, right, I've always taken lots of messages, downloads, right? I've got notebooks filled with things, all sorts of stuff. Like I wanted to show you guys, and they guided me to this, where I would take notes every day with my downloads, right? So they told me to put all of these in a box, right? And to start to pull them in different messages. And the second one that I pulled out, and look, they're showing me right now, Gemini. Like this is happening right now, like we're in Gemini season, right? So it's May 22nd through June 22nd. This is like happening right now. And I pulled lotto winning. And so they told me to tell you mega millions for somebody. Okay, so now obviously don't use your discernment. It's not for everybody, because it's not always going to be physically, but for some of you, it's literally that. Like if you've just always known, had a feeling you were going to do a lotto win, right? You were going to win, like this is the time that it's happening. But I feel for some of you, it's like you were told when, or it's like you knew there was going to be a time after you were ready. Okay, if this isn't making sense, like if there's parts that aren't making sense because I already feel I'm losing some of you, remember that time is non-linear, right? So it's it's, you know, the past, present, and the future is all now, right? So some of you don't fully understand it, but anyway, so you're gonna know, like remember, too much of anything lets the devil, that dark dense energy, get in there. Too much of anything can be obsessive. So it's one of those things, like don't be like, oh, she said Mega Millions Lotto, play. Like, no, literally, it's going to be like one shot, like, right? So not everybody's going to get it that way and things like that. But for someone there is. So anyway, I was just kind of giving that example for different messages. Like that's why I got away from sharing my messages, and I even got away from my deck, which they guided me back to yesterday. And I'm going to be getting a lot more cards and growing my deck. But that was the morning download that I did yesterday, where I was and clearly that was not everybody's story, right? I was talking about the twin flame journey and the movement of contracts, right? That was the main message that was coming out. But anyway, what I was getting at is, like, I don't want to mislead, because not everybody's down that journey and that path. So but they're guiding me to it. I guess, like, that's kind of where I've held back with things. I want to make sure that you know that you need to use your discernment. You really need to trust, like, what you feel is for you. You're going to know if it's your message, and not every message is going to be yours, and you don't want to manifest every single message to be yours. Okay? So I guess what I'm saying is, after you listen to my readings, right, I want you to sit in isolation a little bit, just kind of take in what was said, right? Listen to some frequency, and then ask your spiritual team, your ancestors, like, was this for me? You know, what was for me, right? So that way you know what is for you. Like, you're literally, you need to pay attention to your body and what you feel too, right? And to make sure you're getting sunlight, you're getting moonlight, you're putting healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables, things like that. You know, don't sit and meditate when you just filled up with a bunch of junk and sugar and things in packages and things like that, you know. So come from a clear space, right? And this is a very, very powerful time, right? Okay. All right. So that's what I got with the downloads, right? So since they guided me to my little bag here, see, look, there's definitely, look, confidence, love, and romance. And look, here it is. I can't make it up. These were the two that I pulled this morning. They were still right on top. Mega Millions winning ticket. Some of you could literally find, too, a ticket. If you like, just pay attention to those hints and those feelings that you get. For some of you, maybe it's not playing it. Maybe you're going to find it. Maybe it's something. I don't know, right? Okay, but confidence, too. For some of you, like, you're going to realize some of these relationships and these situations that you were in were literally to build your confidence, to get you in your strength, your courage, to knowing, because sometimes, you know, it takes these relationships, right, where people take advantage of you and don't know how to love you right, to show you how to love yourself, for you to choose to love you. And you know what I mean? And then when you walk away, then all of a sudden you're so magnetic and vibrant. People are drawn to confidence, not weakness. They're not. Like, think about that. You know, would you rather go with, like, a leader, like they're giving me this, whoa, the energy's coming in fast. I just seen 1000 on the clock, so that's the source code number for you guys to look up. But they were showing me like a boat. Like you have 2 boats, right, that you can get on. One boat's with like a young little skipper, like Knight of Wands energy, right? Like a young guy, right, that is gonna have fun and probably go really fast and all this and take you out, and you're like, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Or you can go on another boat that has a much older emperor type of energy, right? Maybe a little bit bossy, like you're gonna wear life vest, you're gonna do this, but but has that experience, right? So that you're gonna be handled, you're gonna be taken care of, you're gonna get to where you need to be safely, you know what I mean? So I feel that for some of you, like literally you're at that choice point. Like, what boat are you gonna get in, right? Now it's your life, right? That's why you get to choose that. But not everybody's meant to go down. Remember, my platform and my channel is for the chosen, for the 144,000, for the leaders into the new world order. Not everybody's for it. Now that is, Source uses my channel, my platform, in a myriad of ways, right? So for a lot of you, it's going to trigger awakenings. It's going to get you to realize that, and like everybody can be a chosen one, right? When you choose light, divine, you connect with true source energy, you break the matrix, you're helping guide others to the light, you can be a chosen one as well. But not everybody's meant to be the leaders. My platform is for the leaders, right? All right, that's why it's so protected. So you need to know already, I ask for a very divine protection, right? And I give intergalactic guidance and enlightenment and intelligence here on this channel, right? So if you found this reading, right, you need to know you are aligned with me for a reason. So you're at this choice point, is what they're telling me. Okay, so not everybody's meant to get wealth transfers and things like that. You have to prove it, right? And you're always tested. And if anything, we're held to higher standards than anyone because we know spiritual law, right? We know how to rapidly manifest anything we deserve and desire. Have you realized that? Have you ever thought like, wow, yeah, everything's always taken care of. When one thing exits my life or someone exits my life, then I got another, right? This is, you're fully detaching and you're realizing how powerful you are and why you have so many attacks and so many things come at you through your family, through your friends, throughout this. So for a lot of you, like, you could have literally just decided to like wipe out like your entire like friends, family, all sorts of stuff, because people that aren't, and maybe you need to do that, because if people aren't of high vibration, then they can easily be manipulated and controlled by the devil. I was talking about this yesterday, that dark, dense energy, right? As it's like, when you're of high vibration, you can channel angels and get that divine message and guidance, or if you're low vibration, then you channel that dark energy, right? So, but it's all about finding that balance, because you do need to have both, right? And that's for a lot of my divine feminines have been figuring out that they were too much in their divine feminine energy, that they needed to, and for a lot of you, it was due to woundings that you had from a childhood, being broken down and all of that, and that getting that confidence level constantly put down, and being in relationships where you felt like you needed to please your lover and all of that. Like, here's the thing too, to know if you're in a relationship with someone that you shouldn't be. If you have those butterflies in your stomach, that you need to impress them, you care so much about how you look, how you feel, like before going on dates you have to change your outfit a whole bunch of times and all of that because you're so excited to go on a date in a relationship, guess what? That is a relationship that you shouldn't be in, because that is showing that you don't have that confidence. A true soulmate, a true person for you is someone that you're going to feel comfortable with, that you're going to feel safe, secure, that you get to be yourself. That is where the true happiness lies, and bringing the mood back to the boat again, right? Like, it's like, are you going to get in that fun? Yeah, you can go have fun, and that's what's fun. Like, it is fun to date and experience and go through these different relationships and stuff like that. Not everybody's meant for these to be these leaders, right? I'm talking to the leaders here. So, you have to meet and come up to these levels, right? So whatever you choose, right? But for a lot of you, like, yeah, you can stay with that a little skipper energy and skip around and keep having fun. I'm not going to say you're not, new lover or ex romance. Look at this. So for a lot of you, like, you're literally going to pick between a new lover or an ex, and you better know when you have something beautiful coming in that you also got the devil trying to bring you something maybe that worked for you before. So be careful of exes coming back from the past. All right, okay, let's get a few more. Look, they brought me right back around to lotto winning again. And maybe it's not Megan. I heard for somebody it might be a different type of lotto winning too. So whatever You know, maybe you're just going to be winning millions, a million winning ticket. Some of you are about to be millionaires. 1500 on the clock as I say that, right? Apology, romance, falling in love. Wow. So somebody really is, you know what, and a lot of people feel this energy. A lot of people feel the glow ups that my divine feminines have went through at this time. Yeah, look, Lemurian seed crystal and moonkite, ocean jasper. These are crystals that you can work with, right? And I was talking about my Lemurian crystals in another reading. I was holding them up, right? So, and they were out on my desk. I just found them in my box, right? I haven't pulled them back out since I moved rooms. So this is definitely significant, right? Maybe for some of you, you're going to go through an activation when you handle these crystals, right? And if you ask your spiritual team to guide you to crystals, they will, right? Some of these I found them in shops, right? Where they shouldn't have been. So, but you can order them online and things like that too. You just want to make sure that you know that they're authentic, right? 15:55 on the clock. Major changes with all those fives, right? All right, let's get a few more of these. Look, they keep showing me that ticket. Guys, you see all these colors. I'm not that good. I keep mixing them up and it keeps coming back out. So someone definitely needs to play. I'm telling you right now, go somebody, like maybe you used to play and you gave up or something like that. Like, remember, but don't do it obsessively. Like, you'll know when. Ask Spirit to guide you. Right? Oh my goodness. So, new identity, divine goddess, royalty, riches, and respect. Yes, for a lot of you, you've awakened that inner goddess within you. And you guys are starting to realize, maybe some of you didn't realize that you're cosmic royalty, right? I'm talking about in past lives, literally, you are goddesses, right? Ancient Egyptian, I'm getting. For some of you, you're heir to these things. You're like your grandmothers or somebody within your bloodlines was royalty. So you're an heir. That's what I mean. You're meant to have this, and for some reason you were blocked from it, but you were getting, look, 100% accurate. Can't make this up. Look at what they're showing me. Wow. Empress, never third party. For some of you, you had people that put you in third parties or chose their family, their friends, their jobs, their hobbies, their whatever over you. Those are times that you need to walk away because they're lowering your confidence, your level, if it's affecting you, right? And that's what I mean, like apology, romance. For some of you, it's like somebody wanted a second chance, like they've been trying to make it up to you. If they put other things, okay, I'm just going to stop. Trust what you feel. Carnelian is coming out. For some of you, you need to work with the carnelian crystal. Warrior goddess, divine mission by God, prayer warrior, contract, and a spiritual assassin. Oh, damn. Yeah, I remember this download, right? So for a lot of you, you're realizing you're warrior goddesses, right? Maybe that's why, like, you've had a very rough life, right? You've been in fight or flight mode, but you just needed to balance back out that beautiful energy, that goddess energy. For a lot of you, maybe you were very much like very defensive and fighting, you know, but you weren't pouring that love into yourself. So there's this energy here of of you just balancing out that energy and knowing that you are a warrior goddess and you're very much a spiritual assassin. And you know, the true way to battle demons is out of love. And that's what I mean. Out of all of these things that you had to battle, you didn't let it turn you dark. And that's also too how you proved yourself, right? The true real leaders are ones that don't want to be leaders. They're not the ones that are like, I am a leader, you're gonna listen to me. No, the true leaders are pushed up into their positions of power. Those are the true leaders, right? And that's what I mean, like the 144,000 leaders are rising at this time. This new world order is taking over. So you're being called to your positions of power. Guys, this is it. All right. So they're giving me some spirit animals, all right, that you guys can look up for, that you invoke and call upon these energies, right, and use them, or look up the meaning and messages behind them. I got a snake, so someone around using the snake energy, right? Blue parrot, the sloth and bee, and the woodpecker and axolotl, shark, a possum. Okay, and then hematite crystal. For some of you, you need to work with hematite. All right, and So, zodiacs, gems, aquas, scorps, caps. Okay. I'm not sure how to take that one. Your light irritates their demons, right? Remember, we're shadows. That's how our divine light is protected. We mirror back to people the shadow aspects of them, so that could help you maybe transmute the energy, right? You're not in this energy of needing people to like you anymore, and I think that's where you had it wrong before, because you had this loving heart. When people didn't like you or mean to you, it made you feel like there was something wrong with you, and you wanted to fix it, and you wanted to try harder, things like that. But you need to know that's how you're protected. We're just a mirror. We mirror back to everyone their shadow side, right? And it's like moths to a flame. Our divine light is what's bringing souls to the light for transmutation, for healing. We're basically on soul recovery missions. We're here doing divine work, guiding the lost souls to the light, right? So that's why you have so many things that have been coming up against you, right? But they've been getting stronger and stronger and stronger, the dark forces and the energies using these people that we're simply supposed to be guiding to the light. So this is the time of there's divine intervention. Like, God, divine source has been calling in, like, time's up, right? And I was getting that out of the camera. I was getting that before, like, you need to stop the light working so much and focus on yourself. And that's kind of an energy that's been ongoing, why the divine feminines have been told to pull back their energy, because it's like you were getting too depleted. Too many things were too much dark, dense energy, right? And I was talking about the firmament and all these huge amounts of solar rays that have been coming in with the codes and the big solar eclipse that we had. Like, the firmament is going to break, is going to destroy, right? And I was talking about it before. Those of you that don't understand, because they've been showing me a lot of, like, the flat earth, globe earth, flat earth, and then getting into no earth, basically hollow earth, that this is but a hologram, a simulation. They show stages of advancement. You could be, the first start is just to be open to knowing. And this is what a lot of people don't realize. They think that, like, we always been told, Earth is a globe, right? From the very, very beginning, right? Before anybody ever went to space, right? It was a globe. And the way that they pictured Earth with the configuration of the continents and the planets, it's funny, if you look back to before we even went into space, it looks identical as it does now. Isn't it amazing how before anybody ever went to space, how it appeared is the same way that it appears now? 2244 on the clock as I say that, because they've been putting us in a bubble, right, to control us. They didn't want us to realize that we're in a reality that we can manifest everything that we want and desire. We do not need to work and create money to buy everything that we need in this matrix. They have turned us they have enslaved Earth, and that's why souls are trapped here, because you get stuck, and then after you go through one incarnation, you come back and do another incarnation working, and souls have been stuck repeating on cycles over and over and over and over again, and have not ascended out of Earth to higher dimensions and frequencies. And that's why the STARSEED light workers and the chosen are here. We're reclaiming the power over this. 2333 on the clock as I say that. 3333. There's something with the threes, and that's about alignment with mind, body, spirit. That's letting you know that everybody doesn't realize that they're offline with source energy. These religions and these things like that is all corrupted. It's all to control you. It's all to make you not realize that you are God, right? You are God. You are the devil. Don't have fear. It's all love. If you go check out my Facebook page too, I share a lot of those things, the duality. I've been sharing a lot of it lately, right? I know it's a lot to take in, right? But take whatever feels for you. Any part, leave it alone. If it doesn't work for you right now, you're not to that level of consciousness yet. And that's all right, because I trigger people on different levels. So back to this, right, isn't saying, so, like a lot of people think globe, and then they think, oh, flat earth, right? How do people think earth's just flat? How does it hold water? Well, really, it's like a globe. Okay, now look at a snow globe. I know this is a crystal ball, but think about a snow globe, right? And what do they normally have on the bottom of the snow globe? Is the foundation, the land, the house, whatever, with all of the things and everything, you shake it, moves around it or whatever. Okay, So you see what I mean? That's what people mean with the flat earth. They mean that there's just not continents all the way around. We're not just this ball spinning in space and all of that. You know, and actually nobody's ever actually been to space. No. They've only went to the outer layers of Earth, of the atmosphere. The outer layers, the firmament and everything has still been keeping everything in. When that firmament breaks, the transition to the new Earth, to the 5D. And that's what we're talking about. You want to transition, you need to be open to all of this stuff, because that's what the starseeds are doing. Opening up. We are quantum leaping, creating portals. We're traveling. Like, that's how you're going to be traveling out of here and not stuck, right? Earth has a destroy date. It always has. Every planet has a destruction date, but there is a way to, yes, there is, it is going to destruct, just like when it is, like you pop a snow globe, what's going to happen? But that's what I mean. We're going to, the souls that are ready and evolved and are as light, it's about getting your light body, letting go of fear. All that dark, dense energy doesn't get to go over, right? It doesn't get to transcend to the new Earth, to the 5D, where it's going to be how it should have always been before the fall of Atlantis. It's going to be love and light manifestation. You're here to create and dream and be free. Everybody doesn't realize their souls are trapped and stuck in this planet here, right? As you can tell, I'm a starseed, light worker, earth angel. I'm not from here. 26:26 on the clock, 29:29 on the clock. But I just heard my boyfriend at the door, so I gotta go. But definitely subscribe to the channel if you have not. Find out more. I know it's a lot that they have me reveal, but you know, take whatever you feel is for you, and definitely watch more of my readings. Love and light to all of you. Bye.